Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria. What does Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, want from federal government on the issue of diesel in Nigeria? Does he want the federal government to ban importation of diesel so that his company will enjoy a monopoly? Or does he want the federal government to ensure that only the best quality of diesel is imported into Nigeria? That is what we're going to analyze in this video, because it is very critical to our national development. Diesel is used to power several companies in Nigeria, several homes in Nigeria, because of the poor quality of electricity or the epileptic nature of electricity in Nigeria. That is what we are going to look at right now. What does Dangote want from federal government? A ban on importation of diesel so that only his company, Dangote refineries, should be supplying diesel across Nigeria. That is what we're going to find out in this video. That's what we're going to analyze. Whether Aliko Dangote and his company are making sense in calling out the federal government for giving out licenses to marketers to import diesel into the country. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, back to business. Now, the management of Dangote Industries Limited, DIL, has accused the Nigerian midstream and downstream petroleum regulating authority, that's the management of Dangote Industries Limited, DIL, has accused the Nigeria's midstream and downstream petroleum regulatory authority of granting licenses indiscriminately to marketers to import dirty refined products. Mark their word there, dirty refined products into the country. Now, this was disclosed by the Vice President, Dangote Industries Limited, Davakuma Edwin, while speaking to a group of energy editors at a one-day training program organized by the Dangote Group. Now, the Vice President of Dangote Industries Limited, Edwin, he said, and I quote, "The federal government issued 25 licenses to build a refinery, and we are the only one that delivered on promise. In effect, we deserve every support from the government. It is good to note that from the start of production, more than 3.5 billion liters, which represents 90% of our production, have been exported. We are calling on the federal government and the regulators to give us the necessary support in order to create jobs and prosperity for the nation." Continuing, he said, "In spite of the fact that we are producing and bringing out diesel into the markets, complying with ECOWAS regulations and standards, licenses are being issued in large quantities to traders who are buying extremely high sulfur diesel from Russia and dumping it in the Nigerian market. since the United States, European Union, and UK imposed a price cap scheme from 15th February 2023 on Russian petroleum products. A large number of vessels are waiting near Togo with Russian ultra-high sulfur diesel, and they are being purchased and dumped into the Nigerian market. In fact, some of the European countries were so alarmed that the carcinogenic effect of the extra high sulfur diesel being dumped into the Nigerian market that countries like Belgium and the Netherlands imposed a ban on such fuel being exported from each country into West Africa recently. It is sad that the country is giving import licenses for such dirty diesel to be imported into Nigeria, where we have more than adequate petroleum refining capacity locally. Continuing, he said, now, that's where he stopped for now. That's where we stop for now. But from the report, we learned that historically, these fuels with high sulfur content, reaching up to 10,000 ppm, were exported at reduced rates to countries like Nigeria and other West African countries. And in a clear indication that Dangote wanted a ban, the Vice President of Dangote Industries Limited said, and I quote, "Recently, the government of Ghana, through legislation, has banned the importation of highly contaminated diesel and PMS into their country. It is regrettable that in Nigeria, import licenses are, despite knowing that we have the capacity to produce nearly double the amount, we have the capacity to produce nearly double the amount of products needed in Nigeria and even export the surplus. Since January 2021, ECOWAS have regulated, let me take that again. It says, since January 2021, ECOWAS regulations have prohibited the import of highly contaminated diesel into the region. Now, in other words, Dangote is saying that even in Ghana, Ghana has banned the importation of what he called highly contaminated diesel and PMS into their country. And he said that it is regrettable that Nigeria gives import licenses for people to import diesel, these dirty diesels that he was talking about, when the Dangote has the capacity to produce nearly double the amount of products needed in Nigeria and even export the surplus. Now it has become apparent that Dangote wants federal government to ban the importation of diesel into the country. Why did I say so? Because if Dangote is worried about the quality of diesel being brought into Nigeria by importers or marketers, what he ought to have called for is that federal government should ensure that the diesel imported into Nigeria are of the world standard, international standard, or European standard, or world standard of diesel that are not contaminated by sulfur, as he was alleging. That's what he ought to have said. But you can see that the reference they made was to Ghana, telling us or telling the federal government that Ghana had banned the importation of contaminated diesel that are contaminated with sulfur or has high sulfuric content, which he said, which they are saying is the bad kind of sulfur or diesel. He didn't call for federal government to regulate the importation so that only the best of diesel can be allowed to enter the country. So what he wants is for federal government to ban diesel importation and to stop giving licenses to marketers to import diesel. That's my understanding of what is playing out. Because if he had said, look, the diesel that federal government is giving licenses to come into the country are contaminated. They are of poor quality. That European Union don't want it. America don't want it. These other countries, Western countries, do not want it because of this high content of sulfur in them. And therefore, tell federal government, look, if you must give license to importers, let them import the best of the diesel. But that doesn't seem to be what he was talking about or what they want. What they want is what Ghana had done to ban importation of such kind of diesel. Okay? But we are talking about a country like Nigeria where people are scared of monopoly. Nigerians are happy. I can tell you for free that Dangote, Nigeria has a company that refines fuel and diesel and what have you in the country. But they are scared of monopoly. They are scared of having a situation where one man will be in charge of a product that is of essential quality or essential necessity to them. Okay. That's why many people may not feel comfortable about allowing one man to be in charge of diesel. Perhaps that's what federal government is thinking when it's giving these licenses that the Dangote Industry Limited said that federal government is giving licenses indiscriminately to marketers and traders to bring in diesel into the country, when they know fully well, according to Dangote, that Dangote refinery can supply more than enough of the diesel. I think federal government is trying to allow other players to survive in Nigeria, which is also a very good thing, because it's not only Dangote that is employing people, because people can talk about that Dangote employ thousands of people in his refineries. These marketers also, they are also employing some Nigerians. They also have dependents and all that. What would have been better was for Dangote to say that, look, this is the standard of diesel that is used all over the world. Nigeria should not allow itself to be dominated by substandard diesel from Russia, from so and so countries. Because no matter what, Dangote started complaining about this diesel because he's now in the business. A few years ago, he wouldn't have bothered himself about the quality of diesel we are using. So it's not as if his intervention is altruistic. A few years ago, he never gave a damn about the quality of diesel we are using. And you know that the diesel market is liberalized. I think it was the first to be liberalized. The subsidy on it was long gone. So I think Dangote should rather go on winning the hearts and minds of Nigerians, telling them why Dangote diesel is the best diesel in the market. So that if you are buying the ones from other marketers, you know that you are not buying the best of quality of diesel. Perhaps if you buy that, it's destroyed the environment, it doesn't last long, and it got finished and all that. Tell us why the Dangote diesel is the best of diesel. And Nigerians can decide not to buy from the marketers who are importing from Russia, or who are importing Russian diesel that has high sulfuric content. In that case, Nigerians will now decide to be patronizing Dangote, so that he doesn't have to literally need the aid of federal government to stop others from playing in the market, so that only his own market will thrive. What I'm saying is that the sky is too wide for every bird to fly. It is not in the best interest of the economy to close it, especially this issue of diesel and other petroleum products, so that only Nigerian Dangote's diesel will be available. No, allowing the marketers to bring in diesel will help to stabilize the market, so that when people look at the Dangote diesel, if it is too high for them, they can go for the one they can afford. That's the way it goes. But they will, at least Dangote would have done enough enlightenment on why people shouldn't buy from those other people, why his own is the best. So that when you are buying diesel, you can go there and say, look, I want Dangote diesel. I don't want any diesel from outside Nigeria. And Dangote can still dominate the market without necessarily needing the aid of federal government to keep away marketers from playing in the sector. That's my understanding, and that's my take on this matter. Dangote can still win, and the marketers can still survive with their own importation of diesel into the country. At the end of the day, let the consumers decide what they want. And with the state of the Nigerian economy, sometimes it may not be what they want, it is what they can afford at a particular time. Let it determine the choices that Nigerians will make when they want to buy diesel or other petroleum products. That's my take on this matter. I don't know what you think. You can tell us your position on this matter at the commentary box. Thank you, and God bless you and yours. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.